Alrighty, y'all. You're going to want to buckle up for this one. I have been sent some videos about, basically Americans driving in various places throughout Europe, Germany, the UK, so on. And, oh boy, are we in for a wild ride. Let me pre-apologize on behalf of, the country of the USA. I promise not all Americans are like this, but oh boy, are there some. Let's get into this. This should be, fun or frightening. Starting out with one of the best ones right off the bat. Here we go. American tourists drive through pedestrian area in Munich. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Look at everybody staring.
Oh, it's okay.
No, they're not. They're all staring.
You said drive through that tunnel right there.
What? Drive through the tunnel? Go back.
What are you talking about, bro?
Take a left.
Dad, careful.
Watch out for people, though.
I thought that was weird to have a flower pot in the middle of the road.
Well, I can't get through there. Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, I could.
Dad? Don't, no, just go away. No. Please.
This is
You are
Oh,
not
you're
going
like-
through a tunnel.
No, it's right there.
Oh, wait.
I don't know who's crazier out of all three of these people in this car. First of all, let's get a look. Look at the looks. Everyone looking in a clearly a common area where it's just foot traffic, places to eat, to shop, to just relax, look around, whatever, right? This is not a street at all for cars. It's pretty easy to see that. These even exist in the U.S. Of course, they're going to exist all throughout European cities. I'm going to assume that this was very clearly not an area for cars. Like, I don't know how they found their way onto this. I don't think that they would have just taken a turn and been like, oh, whoops, we're here. Like, you got to understand, right? Both sides. I can see driving in a new country, you're going to be a little nervous, right? I'm sure there's Europeans that have went to different countries and kind of messed up for a second, right? It could happen to anyone. I get it. But this is kind of beyond that. This is a little crazy. And they're getting looks, and they're just continuing driving on and be like, look at everybody staring. Yeah, there's a car in the middle of a pedestrian area.
No, look at all them. They're not. They're all staring.
The ignorance.
Right there.
We should drive through that tunnel right there. Holy crap, stop the car. Just switch drivers immediately. I love the lady in the back's like, I was wondering why there was a flower pot in the road. Oh, that is one of the funniest things, honestly. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Wow. Hopefully nobody was hurt. So we go to the comments. I imagine these will be pretty credible. First comment, this is Marienplatz, the center of downtown Munich. Okay? Some of you might have recognized that. Got to tell me if you've ever seen cars driving through there in the middle of a very crowded time of the day. I have no idea how the hell they managed to get into this area by car without being stopped. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this was not easy getting our car even into this area. I mean, it would have taken I feel like this would have taken commitment and many opportunities to be like, I feel like this isn't right. Maybe we should stop. Y'all stop embarrassing us. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's hard to be like American when like so many other people are giving us a horrible name out there, man. I thought it was weird to have a flower pot in the middle of the road in American. The fact that they posted this is wild. I would have carried this embarrassing moment to my grave. Yeah, I would have too. Gotta love this one. I'm mesmerized. There are more than 4 garages nearby, and still they managed to drive for probably more than 100 meters through a pedestrian zone. All right, after that, not gonna lie, whew, a little worried for the rest here. Let's continue on. I feel like it probably can't get any worse, though. Let's hope. Here we go. It's an American driving in the UK.
At the light, turn right onto Wellington Street.
Already barely running a red light.
Oh my god.
What kind of people drive on the...
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto Tuns Lane.
How's your like peripheral here?
I
Because it
don't
feels
know.
like you're really
Yeah.
on the left.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, I'm just.
So, like, first thing, he's in a Mercedes. That's an interesting rental car. Kind of cool, actually. But I think they're indicating that he's kind of like drifting right out of the lane, or maybe he's towards the center or towards the outside. I'm not really sure, but I can imagine that happening because you're on the opposite side of the road. I think I'd probably naturally, before I was used to it, I'd probably drift towards like the outside of the road because I'd be afraid of like drifting over the center line and into oncoming traffic. I could see that because everything's flipped. So to be fair, I know this is probably hard the first time.
See.
Open your eyes.
My legs are... What kind of car is this?
It's a red light. Red light.
A little bit of a... my brain is-
Does it feel weird?
He thinks the car's too small.
I'm nervous. You're doing good.
I don't even know what this would be. All the Mercedes-Benz vehicles they sell in the U.S. are bigger models, like big SUVs, big Mercedes like cars, like E-classes and S-classes, G-Wagons, right? They don't really sell like small Mercedes here, I think, like I've seen in some European videos. So maybe this is like a small car.
Driver's ed.
Yeah, you feel 15.
I feel like I'm at the DMV with the lady with the clipboard.
Might want to not take this curve so fast.
Turn left onto Marsh Lane, then turn right.
Hold on, Maddie.
I'm worried.
Lord, please let us make it out of the car.
I can't see, first of all.
Can't see.
Turn right.
Oh, boy. Well, make sure you see. Figure it out before we merge onto a different road, please, right?
I got a bus.
Damn, that bus was huge.
I got a bus and I got Chinaman.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my God, what is happening? What a shit show. Okay, let's see what this is. This is in Germany, I think.
Why do you keep on stopping at every cross street?
I have to.
What do you mean you have to? What do you mean you have to?
It's rechts vor links.
Oh,
That means
Okay, so he's American and his wife is German, in Germany. Okay.
it's right before left, meaning somebody would come out of this one now. Look, out of this one right here. If somebody comes from the right, I don't have the right of way. I have to let them out. This one means here that
She's showing the signs. Okay. Most people watching this, if you're from Europe, especially Germany or surrounding areas, you'll probably be familiar with these signs. I don't know what these signs are. It reminds me of a yield sign, so I'm thinking it might be kind of like that because we have a white triangle with the red outline, and it just says yield. Although with the way our streets work, they're kind of rare. You almost always have a stop sign intersection, or you have a stop light intersection. Yields are pretty rare. They're also sketchy because I know how to use them, but I know that most people, unfortunately, on American roads don't know how to use them. So I'm always scared because when you're coming up to it, like I'm afraid someone's going to be speeding by when it's not their turn, right? And they're not yielding, and they're going to clip right into me. It actually scares the crap out of me. So I'm glad they're rare here because of the average American driver.
I have the right
She's
of way
obviously doing it
on this
correctly.
specific one.
okay, but none of those stops, you had a stop sign. It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
You don't have to have a stop sign. See, now this sign here means I'm on the right of way street. Like now I
Wow.
don't have to stop at all anymore. But on these little streets, you have to do rechts vor links. So it means right before left.
This is crazy. My neck is sore. Don't ever go down that block again, all right? I don't want nothing to do with that block if we got to stop that much.
There's a lot of them here. Not
I mean, I'm kind of with them. It would be an adjustment because it seems like they were pretty common, and she would have to stop. Like, she wasn't doing anything wrong. Clearly, she knows what she's doing. But it would feel weird as the American there because right? You're yielding all the time, and right, it's just weird. It's kind of cool that they have signs for that. Obviously, when she was on the block where she had to keep stopping, but then when she turned on another street, it showed that highlighter color sign, and that showed her that she had the right of way. And I would probably be a little less freaked out knowing you had the right of way on German roads, because I feel like the average German driver is more disciplined and is going to follow the rules. American driving.
This is what it's like driving in the UK. There's only enough room for one car on the road, and it's absolutely terrifying.
Dude, honestly, I wouldn't be terrified. I would be a little nervous, granted. Yeah, of course, the first day or two. But, dude, this looks fun, especially the UK. I feel like their roads, they have these tight, twisty roads. I don't know. I feel like it would be fun, right? I know you can't go fast here or anything. It wouldn't be fun because you're flying through them. It would be fun just because it's different and it's kind of cool, right? I don't know. I feel like this would be fun.
Driving in the UK, there's only enough room for one car on the road.
I mean, yeah, you got to be careful for sure, but that's the point. You should always be careful and always be aware when you're driving. That should be anywhere, right? So it shouldn't really be that much of a burden trying to be careful. I just feel like the aesthetic is cool, right? With the walls and the small narrow road and the cool like overgrown stuff here. I think it's cool. I like the
and it's absolutely
I think this road would be fun because I can't find a road like that near me. I would love to drive on something like that. I love the comment over here. Someone says, I've never wanted to drive in America where it's 5-lane carriageways that look like spaghetti. Now that's terrifying. I mean, yeah, that's true. The highways here, that's what I always say. Yeah, they look like spaghetti. Some of these interchanges are just ridiculous. Yeah, I would imagine if they're, kind of intimidating for some Americans, like I have family members that can't stand or just flat out won't drive on the interstate or the highways here because they're scared to. I imagine how scary it would be for someone not from here that's used to smaller roads. You see these 5-lane highways with all these crazy ramps and exits and turns. Yeah, I imagine it would be frightening. Combine that with American drivers who half of them go too fast and don't care, don't pay attention. Oh, yeah, it's scary soup for sure.
What is this?
Construct.
In 400 meters, turn right onto Drumbo Cottages.
Darren, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
It's actually kind of scary. I've never crossed anything like this before. What the hell is this?
Okay, it's got a weird sign. I think that this looks like a bridge, and maybe it's like a two-way bridge.
Construct.
In 400 meters, turn.
The only reason I think it's a two-way bridge is because of the signs. This is actually super rare in the U.S. I guess I am a special kind of person to see this only because where I live, there actually is, and this is, by the way, very rare in the U.S., but I do live near something like this even here in the U.S., in Illinois. There's a kind of an underpass, actually, under a bridge where it's a road, and it has a special, light and stop sign that you usually never see at any other intersections, and that's because it obviously has sensors, and it's a two-way. It's only 1 lane wide. It's really narrow, but, it has traffic coming from both ways. So you have to go when it's clear, and you kind of get indicators to tell you that, and then you go. Because obviously there could be cars coming the other way that need to pass as well. And obviously you don't want to pass at the same time because that's not going to work. I'm assuming that's what this is. I know it's also a narrow road, but it's not that bad. I don't think. I think she's being a little dramatic. Oh, I gotta mute the copyrighted music. You're an American driving to Sweden for the first time. Take a ride on. Honestly, I mean this with respect. When I see some of these languages, especially up north, Sweden, Norway, it is very. Obviously, I'm in the process now where I'm very interested in language. I want to start learning little basic things about different languages. Just for fun, to have a whole scope of that. And then, of course, I really want to, buckle down and learn a whole nother language. I think that's a personal thing I want to do. But, yeah, I got to admit, I think this is obviously a little fake, right? A little exaggerated, but the point is, some of these words I've seen are very long and very bizarre looking to me. And I can imagine maybe getting lost. In Sweden, it says take a ride on something that just, you can't decipher what it says. And if you have choices too, like which street is correct, I can imagine an American getting hella lost.
An American
Look at this.
driver fails the UK driving test in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
So it's a right turn out of here.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
To the left-hand side of the road.
Oh, she was going to go over there, and there's a car turning in. No way. That would have been tragic.
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm going to say that was the lane's fault on that one. An American driver.
That was the lane's fault? What?
That was the lane's fault on that one.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if the teacher agrees. And typical American response for sure. The top comment for some reason is, to be fair, you did say right turn here. I know they're being sarcastic. Clearly, you were supposed to know that when that lady said take a right turn, it meant up there to leave the car park, right? Come on now. Boy, I think that's all I can handle right now. That was hilarious. Boy, who knew Americans driving abroad could be such a fascinating thing to take a look at. I definitely can't wait to see the comments on this one. Go ahead and let me know what you thought of these. If you got any stories related to this, I'm all ears. Hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. That's all I got for you. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.